What is good, YouTube? It's your boy LB coming at you guys with our week 6 team builder slash battle for the IBL. This week we take on Brendan and his Las Vegas Golden Corvinights. I believe that's his name. Brandon is the commissioner of the league, so big shout out to him for inviting me to play. If you guys didn't catch our last week's battle against the Grandmaster, aka D-Ray, definitely make sure to check that out. I'll be down in the description below for you guys to check it out. Spoilers in 3, 2, 1. We did pick up the dub. Yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. We are on a 2-0 win streak right now, hoping to make it 3 at the end of this battle. I feel like we have a good matchup as far as the team matchup goes, but we definitely have to play smart if we want to win. And if you guys do feel like skipping to the battle portion of this video and feel like skipping this team builder, that's not a problem. There should be a timestamp right about now of when the battle will start, so you guys can just go ahead and skip right to there and catch the battle. But as you guys can see below, you guys already know the drill. 6 that are right under, not under me, to the left of me, are going to be the ones that I expect. The 5 smaller ones, not so much. So you can see he has a Necrozma, which did get Dragon Dance this generation, so it's definitely a threat, definitely a problem, something that we have to be concerned about. It could also be ran kind of bulky defensively, especially defensively with rocks. I saw him bring like a Rocks Thunder Wave set one week, which could be pretty annoying for my team, so we definitely have to keep an eye out for that. G-Max Lapras, man, G-Max Lapras is super thick, very hard for my team to break down. If you guys watched our last week's battle, we did have a lot of trouble breaking down the Mandibuzz, breaking down the Celebi, so this wall is something that we're definitely going to have problems with breaking down. Next, he has the Conkeldurr, which I've been seeing him run Iron Fist a lot, but for this game, I know he's going to think I'm going to bring Toxic Spike, so I know he's going to want to bring Guts. Most likely going to be a fully attacking set like max HP, max attack, Guts, Adamant. That's what I'm expecting him to bring. Mimikyu, which is kind of up in the air against my team. It's pretty good if it runs something like Swords Dance, Shadow Claw, Shadow Sneak, and Wood Hammer. I feel like that's a pretty good set to run against me, so he might bring that. The Rapidash, which might seem surprising but really isn't, because we do have 2 fire types which the Rapidash can sponge hits from. It's super effective against my Orbeetle, it's super effective against my Vileplume, it's super effective against my Durant, so it has a pretty good matchup. It does also get access to the ability Flash Fire, which does basically take all those fire type moves that I would want to go for, so definitely expecting that as well. Next, he has the Alolan Persian, which with the Fur Coat ability, max HP, max defense, is actually super bulky. It could eat hits from my Darmanitan for days, which, looking at his team, Darmanitan is kind of a threat because he only really has the Sandaconda in theory to really take a hit from it, but actually Alolan Persian does a very good job of it, so I'm fully expecting that to come as well. The 5 smaller ones that you guys might see in the bottom are going to be Sandaconda, Drampa, Eldegoss, Weezing, and the Togedemaru. I know he's been bringing Togedemaru a lot, Scarf, so that could be a possibility for something like the Rapidash. I could also see him bringing something like the Sandaconda, so that his Necrozma isn't forced into so much of a Stealth Rock type of role. But yeah guys, those are the mons, those are Brandon's mons, so I'm gonna go ahead and dive right into what we're bringing this week. So you guys have been seeing him on the screen. He's been the MVP. Drapion, the Scorpio, rocking the Sugar Berry here. His EV spread this week is a little bit kind of Chinese. It's 236 HP, 76 attack, 60 defense, force per def, and 132 speed. So this thing has enough speed for that Adamant Conkeldurr if he does want to bring it. The defense investment is so that we are 3-hit KO'd by a Play Rough, which is the strongest move that Mimikyu can go for against us. So this thing is definitely my Mimikyu switch in. But yeah, that's pretty much what his EV spread is there to do. It's basically a bulky type of Drapion this week, meant to do that first move right there, which is going to be Toxic Spikes, guys. So Toxic Spikes is very important this week. He does have a Grounded Poison kind of in Weezing. Weezing actually does get access to Stench and Neutralizing Gas this generation, so he could want to bring something like that, but I really don't expect him to bring the Weezing. It doesn't really fare well against my team defensively against my offense is what I meant to say. So I don't really see him bringing it. If he does bring it, I fully expect it to be defensive for something like my Darmanitan, but we still 2-hit KO it with the Flare Blitz, so nothing to worry about. But knock off, Poison Jab, and Brick Break. Brick Break is there, of course, to get rid of that Roarvel if he does get it up with the Lapras, and Dual Stab there is just good, knocking off items. Poison Jab is there for things like the Mimikyu. So that's going to be our Scorpio set this week. Next, we got my boy Knuckles. My boy Knuckles here. It's been a couple games since I brought Knuckles. Haven't really been taking full advantage of him, but this is the week where he's going to put in work. Choice Scarf, of course, to outspeed things like the Mimikyu, to outspeed things like his Rapidash, like his Necrozma. We can basically 2-hit KO everything on his team. We're just max attack. Are we max attack, max speed? We're going to be, yeah, max attack, max speed. The max speed there is actually for Togedemaru. I know he brings Choice Scarf Togedemaru a lot. So if he wants to bring Adamant Togedemaru, he's actually going to have to pay for that, because we do outspeed Adamant Togedemaru with our investment here. Flare Blitz, Earthquake, U-Turn, and Brick Break. Pretty standard stuff. Like I said, he doesn't really have a switch into Flare Blitz. Everything's 2-hit KO'd. The Alolan Persian is the only thing that can take hits from it, so I do expect him to bring that. But in the meantime, I'm probably just going to be U-turning on him, bluffing it, not really wanting to break down his walls until probably late game after everything's been chipped down with the Toxic Spikes. Brick Break is there, of course, for that Roarvel. So that's pretty much our Darmanitan set this week. And next, we got my boy Dizzy Bum. So Dizzy Bum here is rocking the AEV. His EV spread is going to be max HP, 188 attack, 4 defense, 4 special defense, and 60 speed. So we do have enough speed on there for that Adamant Conkeldurr that we were talking about. This thing is going to be Adamant this week, just because Technician doesn't really help us out as much, and Steadfast doesn't really help us out either. The Intimidate is going to be very good, although we don't want to check the Conkeldurr or the Mimikyu. If we do think this thing's about to die, we can just bring it in, get off that Intimidate, and get a -1 off on that, which could end up paying off pretty much big, because if Conkeldurr is statused with Guts, it's gonna be pretty powerful. -1 could come in handy, and if Mimikyu does get up a Swords Dance somehow, we definitely want to be able to knock that down to +1 instead of the +2. The moveset this week is going to be Sucker Punch, Rapid Spin, Close Combat, and Brick Break. So Brick Break there for the Roarvel, of course. Close Combat just there just to hit as hard as possible. This thing smacks the Lapras, it smacks the Persian, it smacks the Sandaconda, smacks the Drampa, smacks the Togedemaru. Sucker Punch is there just to get off a little bit of extra chip on the Mimikyu, on the Necrozma. This was actually a last minute bring. I actually had Rotom Heat in this slot over it, but I figured that Dizzy Bum here could be a little bit more useful for the team. So yeah, that's going to be our Dizzy Bum set. Next, we do got my girl Melody. My girl Melody picking up 5 kills 2 games ago. I know y'all saw it. This week she's rocking the Wise Glasses, because we got to be smart with how we use our moves. We got to be smart with the way we killing these mons out here. This week's this week's spread is going to be 188 HP, max special attack, and 148 speed. Like I said, we're trying to hit that speed gap of the Adamant Conkeldurr. A lot of his mons are base 60 speed, so this most likely will also outspeed the Lapras. I forgot to mention, but Hitmontop is actually my main Lapras check for the team, if that wasn't established already. But Melody can also switch in, take a hit pretty hard back with the Energy Ball, which you guys see right there. We're rocking Scald, Psychic, Moonblast, and Energy Ball. This thing pretty much hits every single mon on his team. No mon is safe from this. We do hit every single mon for super effective damage, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see, except Necrozma. But we hit Lapras, we hit Conkeldurr, we hit Mimikyu, we hit Persian, we hit Rapidash, we hit Sandaconda, we hit Drampa, we don't hit Eldegoss, but I don't expect Eldegoss. We hit Weezing, and then we don't hit Togedemaru, but I'm not expecting the Togedemaru. So yeah, he basically only has 3 switches to this thing, 2 of them which I don't see him bringing, and he doesn't really have a safe switch in this at all. I think Lapras is going to have to be his switch in, and it's still taking about 30% on the switch in. So that is my girl Melody there. Next we got, of course, my girl wow, I just spoiled all that for you guys. Okay, well, next we got my girl Daenerys. My girl Daenerys here is rocking the Cassie Berry, because we don't want to get hit with a Shadow Sneak from the Mimikyu. That'd be bad news. So that's definitely there for that. Our spread this week is going to be 60 HP with 20 defense, max special attack with a modest nature, 4 speed def, and 172 speed. So this thing has enough speed for that Alolan Persian, which is the fastest thing on his team. We don't unfortunately have enough speed for a +1 Necrozma, which is what I was trying to hit, but we are a couple points off. So I figured why not just throw the rest in bulk. It does give us a better chance of living a Shadow Claw into a Shadow Sneak from the Mimikyu, but all we need is a little bit of chip to knock out that Mimikyu. Regardless of chip or not, we just need its disguise broken, and we have a really good chance of knocking it out with a Shadow Ball. This week we're going to be rocking Shadow Ball, Draco Meteor, and U-Turn, and I was supposed to have Fire Blast in that last slot, so I'm actually going to have to fix that before the battle. Good thing I caught that. But yeah, like I said, Shadow Ball is pretty spammable against this team once we get rid of the Alolan Persian. Draco Meteor is of course spammable. The only thing on this team that can eat it is going to be the Lapras, and then U-Turn just for pivoting. I was debating whether I want to put Fire Blast or Thunderbolt. That's probably why I don't have a last move on there. Kind of gen this team in a hurry, but that's definitely going to get fixed by the end of this. So my girl Daenerys here just meant to basically clean up at the end. Just click Shadow Ball once the Alolan Persian's gone. Nothing really wants to switch in on this. So last, you guys saw it already, but it's going to be my Megamind, and Megamind has been crazy. Last week it had a super good matchup. Unfortunately, it didn't get to put in as much work as I like, but this week we're hoping to make it a little different. We're rocking the Expert Belt this week, and our spread this week is going to be 84 HP, 252 special attack, and 172 speed. So we are speed creeping that Adamant Conkeldurr. Like I said, we do knock it out, thankfully, with our Psychic. Basically, we're rocking Psychic, Recover, Energy Ball, and the Bug Buzz. We do hit pretty much most of his team for super effective damage, and we do 2-hit KO everything once we're Gigantamax. So hopefully Megamind can pick up a couple kills this game. I'm really excited about this set. I really want this to go up against the Lapras, so it could be Gmax versus Gmax, and we could definitely see what's popping. But that's pretty much the team builder, guys. I'll be right back at you guys with the battle. Alrighty guys, we are back here with the battle. We're about to go ahead and click the A button. After 30 minutes of trying to connect with Brendan, we are finally here. Hopefully it all goes through, and it does. Awesome. So we're going to go ahead and see what 6 he ended up bringing. So he did bring the Lapras, Mimikyu, Persian, everything we expected, and Eldegoss, which is actually great because that actually means that he does not have defog on Conkeldurr, and it is most likely that Adamant gut set that we expected it to be. So Eldegoss isn't a problem because my Toxic Spiker will always beat it, so that's not a problem at all. We do have the Poison Jab unless it's something like Kabia Berry. We don't have to worry about it. I think he just needs Persian and clicks buttons, or he leads the Lapras. I think either way, I think Drapion is a great lead. I'm going to lead Drapion. I'm going to go ahead and get up T-Spikes, I think. Oh, actually, I also like leading Darmanitan because I could just I think I'll lead Scorpio, just because we could use a Toxic off on some things. But have fun. Good luck to my opponent Brendan. Hopefully this is a clean hacks-free battle. Nah, but yeah guys, hopefully we're all good here. So rocking out that trainer card. Let's go ahead and see what my opponent brought. So we'll read that off. He didn't, no Persian, I mean just no, he didn't bring Rapidash, he brought the Eldegoss instead. So we were almost pretty on point with it. This thing could have taunts. This thing definitely could have taunts. I want to see something real quick, like a Drapion hitting a Persian Alola with like Brick Break, because I'm really expecting him to just want to go ahead and go for the let's knock off his item, because we know it's gonna taunt us. Oh, he didn't even taunt. Okay, so he's definitely going into Eldegoss here, most likely. But no grounded poison, so T-Spikes are pretty free. He's probably gonna bring in Eldegoss here if I had to guess. But Eldegoss doesn't really have anything he can do. He can Leech Seed against me. I guess he could Rapid Spin. It's safe to assume that this Persian is not gonna have Conkeldurr. Awesome. So if this thing's like Flame Orb or something, we knock that thing off. Let's see. It's assault vested. Okay, assault vest. So this thing is pretty defensive. I want it for the Mimikyu. I think we're safe to just switch in Primarina here. I think Primarina is the play. Shouldn't be able to do much to us. He's not going to want to poison jab. Most likely he's just going to knock off here. Or, assault vested. So he was willing... Oh, it's guts. It's for sure guts. No. He was trying to get it in before the guts. I'm not sure. So we'll switch out here. We do outspeed this thing, so... Want some melody here. And he's going to go for the Thunder Punch. So he actually predicted that. Good play on his end. Wow, that did a lot of damage. He could have Mach Punch here. If he does Mach Punch, I don't think we're in that much trouble because we're just going to go into Orbital and then start launching off moves. Okay, so he does Mach Punch. Okay, so good bring, good bring. Can't be mad at him. He did predict that. That was pretty clean. Let me see. Something like a Conk. What's he taking from like a Darmanitan? He's taking big damage from Darmanitan. But Mach Punch does half. Could go into this. I kind of don't like that. He was assault vested, so he definitely has some bulk on him. Let's just go right into Megamind here. I think we're going to launch off a Psychic. My Megamind is very offensive this week. We do just kill with the basic Psychic. So that's what I'm going to go for here, I think. Kind of like Bug Buzz Butter, but if he does end up doing something... let's go for Psychic. I know he's going to switch into the Persian, but better safe than sorry. Okay. He might go into... Mars Elgato. Yeah, he does go into the Persia, so good play on his end. We could have predicted that, but Conk is just such a threat. He's in a party shot here, isn't he? So if we G-Max, what can Persian do to us is the question. About 21%. I feel like... What does he switch into this? Into a Bug Buzz. Kind of just want to go for it, to be honest. I think I am. Let's do it. If he brings a Lapras, we lower down his special attack. If he stays in and knocks us off, even without an E-Belt, I think we do still kill. So, let's see. And he doesn't really have a safe switch into this. This thing puts in a lot of work against his team. So let's see. Party shot, okay. Not really a problem here. Let's see what he decides to go into. I think he's gonna go into the Lapras. Doesn't really have a safe switch into this. Let's see. Wow, Lapras kind of eats this, but still gonna get a special attack drop as well. Okay, so he goes into this Conk. Let's see how much Conk takes. It's not assault vested anymore. At -1. Wow, that thing ate. That is crazy. Why did I do so little? He's like, let me see. Okay, he's max HP for sure. So here we're gonna go. I think we Flutter by again. I feel like we Flutter by again, but I don't want him to think he can stay in with this since he already got me once. Alright, heads or tails? Let's see. I flip a coin. It's tails. I gotta Flutter by again. Even though I don't want to. He's gonna stay in. I hate you, Brendan. I hate you, bro. I hate you. I hate Brendan. I hate him. And if he goes for knockoff, he should only do about half. Not even half. Less than half. Ice Punch. Interesting. Would it be silly for me to go for the Gravitas here? I don't really think so. Because at least we get damage instead of losing out on a turn. So I'm just going to go ahead and actually do that. Okay, so he does actually switch out. And he's going to... Oh, he goes into... This should kill. This should kill. If it's not invested. Okay, cool. So Orbeetle picks up a kill here. And this is really good because now Dragapult can just spam Shadow Ball against this team. If I'm not mistaken. Let me double check that. Yeah, can just spam Shadow Ball against this team pretty freely as soon as we get it in. So, that was a good play. I knew he was going to try to cheese me. He goes into Lockness here. Okay. So, I know he's going to want to G-Max up here, right? Should I go right into my Hitmontop is the question. Against what he has left, I put in work against a lot of the team that he has left, so I definitely want to save this. I think I'm just going to go straight into my Dizzy Bum here. Actually, can Scorpio live a hit from this Lapras? I wouldn't mind getting up a T-Spike right now. Let me double check my Drapion set. We do live anything he wants to go for, so I'm going to actually go ahead and go to Scorpio here. I know it's my Mimikyu check, but I think getting off a T-Spike is just so valuable for this for his team. I need to weaken down that Lapras. I know I'll give the Guts boost to Conkeldurr, but I'll just have to sack something, and then if I sack something, I can just go ahead and go into what's it called? I sack something, and then I go into my Orbeetle and pick up a kill, so not really too worried about it. This should max do 32% if it's max special attack modest. So let's keep an eye on what my health goes down to. He gets up to Renaissance. Was that a crit? I feel like that was a crit. Down to 76. Wow. 76. 22%. So why did that do so much? That was not supposed to do that much. Okay, well, we'll get up a T-Spike here. Oh, maybe knocking off was the better play there. Okay, well, you live where you learn, right? So Lapras is going to go ahead and kill my guy here. And here, I'm just going to go ahead and go right into Dizzy Bum. I'm not sure why that Lapras did so much, to be honest. I'm still trying to figure it out. Was that Blizzard? Even if that was Blizzard, it should not have been doing that much. So here, I think the best play we can go for is Brick Break. I know this is weakness policy. Oh, I had it on Dynamax Drapion, that's why. And this thing actually outspeeds me, which is pretty crazy. Better for us though in the end, to be honest. Brick Break. Go ahead and break those screens. Yep. And it's not weakness policy, which is great. So here the switch into Mimikyu is a little bit obvious, or Necrozma, so I definitely want to switch out. Mimikyu or Necrozma. Mimikyu or Necrozma. I need to pull this double. But I want to go into Knuckles, but if he... I gotta do it, right? I gotta do it. Oh, I gotta do it. Okay, cool. Cool. He's gonna switch out. No, you. Cool. It's poisoned. And it's Lum. It's actually Lum. Cool. So we'll go right into our Knuckles here. And we got a U-turn out of here. Break his disguise. I'm not sure what I switch into this anymore. Because he's not going to want to switch out, right? He's going to find out we're scarfed right now. Lapras was it about 40? Took about 40%, 60%. It might be in range. Let me see. Of a Thunderbolt from my Dragapult at this range. Or how much is this doing to Lapras? Yep, we do get off the U-turn. Okay. So next turn we can definitely bring this in and we'll know we can outspeed it and kill it. I think it's I think Dizzy Bum. I don't need Dizzy Bum as much anymore. I do not need Dizzy Bum. And after Dizzy Bum goes down, we can just bring in Dragapult and spam Shadow Ball. Okay, Shadow Claw. Shouldn't do too much. We get off the Intimidate. Awesome. So here we're going to go ahead and Sucker Punch, I think. Probably thinks I have like Bullet Punch or something. If he switches out, good play. If he's pretty safe switched into Conk here, I think. He doesn't need to stay in. Oh. Ooh, interesting. Very, very interesting. Well, he's at -1 now, so I don't really feel scared to bring in my... Actually, let me calc this before I say I'm not scared. Mimikyu at -1. Let's say he's Adamant. He's not Life Orb, so we know that for sure. Into my Darmanitan. It's not Dynamaxed. What? Oh, I was like, why is that doing so much? It was at level 100. Yeah, it's pretty safe to switch him in, I think. We could just start clicking Flare Blitz. Because he might try to Swords Dance thinking I'm going to try to Sucker Punch him again. But Maxie should be doing this 30% with Shadow Claw. Yep, there's that. So he's at +1 now. Shadow Sneak is only doing about 40%. And Flare Blitz is a kill. So and I think everything's getting KO'd by Flare Blitz now. So let's just go ahead and click buttons, baby. We're just clicking buttons now, baby. Let's go. Let's see. Let's see. We're just clicking buttons now. This does not kill. He's at +1. Whatever switches in is taking a tough Flare Blitz to the face. Oh, this is dead. Unless it's Aqua Berry, but I doubt it. This is dead. Yep. Okay, so now he cannot get rid of the Toxic Spike. Everything's getting toxic on this team. Mimikyu, when it comes back in, we don't take that much recoil. Whatever switches in, I might just click Flare Blitz too, because Persian was his only switch into Flare Blitz. I think we do big damage to the Conch, even if it's Guts boosted. Adamant, I don't think it knocks us out. Let's double check that. Conch, Guts, he's status, Adamant, max attack with the Mach Punch to my Darmanitan, because that could definitely be a play for him. He's doing about 53 to 62, and it looks like he is going to go for that. So let's see, what's my health at 126, which is at 70%. I'm out of range of where this Mach Punch will knock me out. We will be a double down here, but I'm more content with that because Darmanitan picks up 2 kills here. So there's no way kills. No way kills. Yep. Okay. Knock her out with the Flare Blitz. Awesome. And if we live, actually, that's even better, to be honest. We do live. That's awesome. What else on this team could have priority? Mimikyu, Shadow Sneak, I think. Yeah. But I think it's okay. because then it gives us a free switch into our Dragapult just to click buttons. So let's do that. Actually, is this worth saving? No, because I need Mega. Oh, actually, I could. No. We're gonna sack this off. Yeah, we gotta sack this off. Yep. Okay, Shadow Sneak. Alrighty. So we got off the necessary chip. Let's double check that. I want to double check to make sure I got off the right amount of chip for Mimikyu. Let's say he's like max HP. To go ahead and die from this Shadow Ball from Dragapult. It looked like it was at about 80%. It's about a roll. Let's see. Snaps at 80%. Looks like it's about a 50% chance in our favor to go ahead and knock this thing out with Shadow Ball. So let's do it. I think even Necrozma on the switch in is getting to it KO'd by Shadow Ball, even though it has Prison Armor. Double check that. Yep, looks like it is too. So should click Shadow Ball here. We are max attack modest with the Kasi Berry just for this Shadow Sneak not to kill us. He looks like he's about 80%, right? Excuse me. Darmanitan, man. Ripping holes in his team. Putting in a lot of work for us. Let's see, the score is what right now? It's 3-4, 3-3 right now. He has Necrozma and Lapras in the back. I think he has 4 Mons. Can't really see that good from here. But let's see. What's Lapras taking from this Shadow Ball? Okay, cool. So, Kasi Berry putting in work. Yep, doesn't do that much. Awesome. And Shadow Ball should kill. Even if it doesn't kill, I think with the Toxic, with the poison damage, it's going to kill. Yep, it does. Okay. So, does Necrozma learn Shadow Ball is the question. Photon guys are still doing a lot, right? Okay, Lapras. Lapras is Toxic. Lapras is Toxic. Draco Meteor looking like it's my best play here. But I have no reason not to just bring in Dizzy Bum here. Wait to get up a little bit more damage to put it in a range of where Thunderbolt should knock this thing out, which is at about 50%. So we'll bring in Dizzy Bum here. We know he does outspeed us, but we can hit him with the Sucker Punch if he doesn't kill us here, which he shouldn't. By any means. Let's see. Get off that Intimidate. Freeze Dry. This should do about 20%. Let's see. 65 down to 35. So 30 points of damage. Let's check how much that is. 30 points of damage. About 19%. So you got a low roll. Yeah, we're just going to Sucker Punch here to get off a little bit of extra damage. Oh, he switches. Okay. I wonder if he's like some setup Necrozma. This thing's Toxic. Okay. So, what is Megamind taking from this? Megamind. From Necrozma. If it's fully offensive with like Heat Wave, it's doing about 65. Okay. So we'll go ahead and check that out. We'll go ahead and make the switch. We should live 1. We live 1 every single time. We live 1 every single time. Frisk. Weakness policy. I knew it. Autotomize. Okay. Okay. So this Bug Buzz is going to do a lot. It's going to do a lot. It's going to do about half. I think we can pull this off. I think what we have to do here is Bug Buzz. We'll eat the Bug Buzz here. Even if he's max HP, it does about 53%. Heat Wave should not kill. If it's timid, hopefully it's timid. Okay, thank God we live. So this should do big damage. Oh, it looks like we're going to pick up the KO. Probably with the Toxic here. And if not, we definitely... Yeah, let's see. We pick up the kill. Ooh, we do, baby. Let's go. Okay, we pick up the KO here. An energy ball into a Thunderbolt should just kill this thing. Should just kill the Lapras. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see if we outspeed this thing. Perfect. Megamind picks up multiple kills. It's a beast. Let's go, baby. 3-game win streak. We hype. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Man, that was a hell of a game. Big shout out to my opponent, Brendan. I know his matchup was not that good this game, so you know, like I said in our team builder, we definitely had the matchup in our advantage and we could win. We just had to play smart. So thankfully, we made the appropriate plays to go ahead. The Manitan put in the work. Toxic Spikes put in the work. That weakness policy in the crossover was very scary at the end, but thankfully, you know, our Orbeetle is a beast and it went ahead and lived that. We always live that all the time, actually, at the range we were at. I'm surprised he did more. He might have been modest and he might have got a low roll on that. Yeah, he might have been modest, and then I'll ask him after the battle. We'll definitely figure that out. But anyways, guys, if you guys did enjoy, make sure to leave a like down below. And if you guys are hype AF like me, make sure to subscribe, guys. We're on a 3-game winning streak now. We evened out our record. We're now 3-3, and we're heading into the next match against Ruppy, who is actually doing very well this season. I don't know his record, but definitely find out on the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.